Station gang, what is up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome back to another new installment of Making Insights. Of course, our weekly comic book highlight show where we talk about everything that we love from the past week of books. We got a bunch of indie bangers that we're going to talk about tonight, and
Yes, we do.
a crossover that left us wanting a little bit more, but we'll get to it in a little bit. But dude, I feel, I feel like a broken record in the best way. Here
Yeah.
we are again, another Bears win, baby. Let's go. And
Dude.
I know you know, but the faithful out there do not know. I work with a bunch of Steelers fans, so this one was particularly nice. But bro, we're going to the fucking playoffs. Like, it's just different, man.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, man. I'm foregoing turkey this season. Like, I don't need turkey for Thanksgiving, man, because right here we're feasting on eagle this Friday. Okay, like that's the bird of choice in my household right now. So I'm ready, man. Like I can't. Oh, this season has exceeded all expectations, man. I'm so happy to be a Bears fan right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's the Philly game's going to be tough, man, because I fucking hate Philly fans. Like this whole Philly Bears alliance we're talking about. I don't know about that. Like, I don't know. But we've usually had Philly's number for, most of the times that we played them. I remember back when Vic was scorching white hot, he came into Chicago and we slowed him down a little bit. So, yeah, hopefully we can pull it off, dude. Friday's a quick turnaround. I don't know how they do it to these NFL guys, make them turn around on 4 or 5 days' notice and play another game. That's insanity. But hell yeah, man. How you been though? Everything good?
I've been good, man. It's been a chill day. Got my books, got a little reading done. Even picked up some variant covers, which I'm not really known for, but
wow, we got variants. What'd you get?
Yeah, little spoilers here, but like Panosian putting out
Daredevil Punisher. I saw that. Did you read that one yet?
I did. Look out for my thoughts on Sunday.
All
But
right.
I will say this though.
That one came out of the blue for me. I had no idea that one was coming down the pipeline, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep the level of interest there while they transition over to the next ongoing. But let me just say, I was really pleased to read a good Daredevil book again. It's been a hot second.
Fuck yeah, dude. Great team on that one.
Yes. Yeah, I got Jimmy Palmiotti on the writing, just like the Marvel Knights Punisher. So,
yes, sir.
Good stuff. Yeah. How about you, man? How you been?
It's been up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had some car troubles. Had some, work hasn't been fantastic lately. But regardless, here we are at the start of the holiday season. Things could always be worse, as I tend to remind myself, and I'm thankful to be here with you talking about a bunch of great new books and celebrating another Bears win. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm good, dude. What are you doing for the holiday? What are you doing for tomorrow?
We're chilling.
You staying put?
Oh yeah. I ain't traveling around. No, I'm not doing that stuff right now yet. So it's just gonna be me and fam. We're chilling at home, just having a good time. I still got like work obligations and stuff like that, just due to the nature of what I do. So, no rest for the wicked, but that's okay.
Work obligations on Thanksgiving, dog?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Sheesh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're staying put as well. Like we're doing the same thing. I can't wait to check out these new Stranger Things episodes, man. Like I told you in the back chat, I just caught episode 1 before we hopped on with my daughter, dude. It's good to be back. So yeah.
Well, how many dropped? Like so clue me in, because this is different.
Four dropped tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And then we got another 3 on Christmas, and we got our finale on New Year's.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the holiday season is going to be
nice little rollout schedule. I ain't mad at it. I remember when this started as like that event and around Halloween, you know what I mean? So it was that cool, like weird Halloween 80s throwback show, and it's obviously turned into so much more. But
yeah, all the Stephen King sensibilities with it too, man. Like I was telling you, just in the back here, me and my wife are rewatching it with our kid for the first time, and this is like me and my wife's 3rd rewatch at this point, because every time a new season drops, we're like, damn, it's been like 2 years. All right, well, let's familiarize ourselves. Dude, the show still holds up after multiple years of multiple viewings. Doesn't matter. It's just so good. It's so good.
It really does, dude. It really does. What's a favorite character of yours? What's somebody you're always delighted to see on the screen?
So it's hard to pick a favorite because all of them are like vital and they're so good. But like one thing I will point out about the show is that it introduces new characters every season, and every single time they introduce a new character,
Yeah.
none of them are throwaway. Every single
Nah.
one of them absolutely is like just like essential to the
We
storytelling.
straight up launched, like, you talk about Maya Hawke and oh boy, Human Torch. Like, we've straight up launched careers off
Yeah.
just like off the off the one, the not even the one shot, because Maya Hawke's still around, but you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy what it's done for some of these kids in their careers. Yeah, that's a great
Dude,
call.
even Lucas's sister Erica, man, that little girl cracks
Yes,
me up, dude.
bro.
She cracks me up.
And she's in Welcome to Derry, killing it as well. So
What? I'm
yeah,
watching Welcome to Derry.
I'm pretty sure that's her as in the in that role. Like, yeah,
If
that's
that
the same
dude, if
girl.
that's
I'm pretty
true,
sure.
you just blew my mind, dude.
Dude, Welcome to
Hold,
Derry. Well, yeah, Welcome to Derry has been an insane ride.
I gotta catch
As
the
well.
newest one of that, but that's been insanity. It's
Man,
been so
that
good.
latest episode, we finally get our it reveal, at least in this version of the show, and it's everything you could ask for and more. It's fantastic. So yeah,
Man.
love that show. It's a good time to be a fan, dude. Some great television going on right now between Stranger Things and Welcome to Derry. But
Dude, well, before you dive in, just because I had this thought, and I had this thought the other day too, and it's like, the movie going experience really changed like over the last, we'll say, decade or so, right? Where it's like everything you see is big budget, and there's no room for like the small indie movie anymore. They just don't exist. But like I feel like that mentality has shifted over to television in such a big
the
bad
things you
way.
can do on television now is fucking profound. Like, honestly, like, I know you haven't seen it yet, but I think like the things that Vince Gilligan is doing right now with Pluribus.
Oh,
I mean, dude, it's just it's a beautiful time to be a fan of television. I think there's just some extremely great programming, some beautiful writing, just some extremely beautiful writing. And we
yeah.
need to be able to lean on our, our art forms like that. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
here
can't
for
all
it.
be Fast and Furious movies. Like there needs
I'm
to be
here for
different
it, dude.
forms of media that we,
Yeah. When it comes to TV
ingest.
shows and movies, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, a lot of beautiful people in the chat. Let's say what up to the chat, man. How is everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you, everybody. Guys, let us know in the chat. What's one thing? I think last year we did. What was like a favorite side dish or something? I want to say.
That sounds right. Yeah, yeah. Well,
So like, just tell me something you're excited to see on your plate this Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Let's let's play it that way.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a favorite side dish, just something you're excited to see on your plate this Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's going to have a great holiday. Spend it doing something you love around some people you love. But Rogue is in the building. Rogue, what up, brother? Good to see you.
What
We
up?
got Gabe. Gabe, what
Hey,
up, bro? Good to
hanging
see
with us
you.
live. All right.
Oh, yeah. Flag us. Flag
Look at
us,
this.
come alive.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. Oh, yeah. What up, bro? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Good to see you, man. We got Chad in the building. What up? Metal
What
of
up?
Collectibles. Good to see you, brother. We got Nick in the building. What up? Oh yeah, hell yeah. If y'all don't know, man,
Early.
my boy is a cook. Like he really does his thing in the kitchen. So yeah, Nick's chefing it up. It might be.
Yeah. We
It
can
might
pivot
be.
real quick.
But, man, I hope everybody's doing well. So great to see all y'all in the building tonight. But all right, man. Before we get into our 3 featured books of the evening, let's go ahead and talk about this
All right.
crossover. Let's talk about it.
Are we gonna start right there? We're gonna
Yeah, why
do
not?
that.
What are we gonna be around the bush? Let's come on.
All right.
Let's open strong. Or do you want to talk
ahead.
about Ghost Pepper instead? I mean, we can start there.
Oh Lord, go ahead. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Batman Deadpool, man. You were
right.
super stoked about this book.
Well, first of all, sometimes it's a good thing to have your homeboys in the chat cheering you on and really champion books and whatever you got going on. Both of these dudes, Eric and Nick, in the back chat, just
I mean,
tore this
we
book
kicked you
down.
square in the nuts,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I had no hope for this book before I even got to it, and I don't know. I did see their points though when I did. I will say, the return of Grant Morrison had me super hyped, but this I just found kind of like almost unreadable at some points, like with his Deadpool dialogue and just trying to go for broke and be that funny. I feel like a lot of writers, like when they get their hands on Deadpool, try to do this funny thing, and it just really rarely, if ever, pans out the way they think it's going to pan out. And unfortunately, I think this was one of those cases. I know he was inspired by the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, and that's what he wanted to do, but I just don't think it came together. There were certain elements here. I even found like, bruh, they brought my boy Darklaw out for this, like, and it was great. I will say, Dan Mora doing Darklaw was fucking beautiful. Like that first introductory scene with him bursting out was gorgeous. But it's just like they could have done so many like cooler things with that, and like the dead bat thing was just, it just felt like DOA, man. I don't know. It just felt like another swing and a miss, and I had such high hopes for DC's like Turner things
Yeah.
after Marvel, and this one just fell short for me. I don't know, and I it sucks to say, like, and it's really I don't know. It's kind of like, in a sense, it's crushing to admit, because I really did think in some way, shape, or form this team was really going to deliver the goods, and I don't know, man. This one just this one was kind of confounding. I do want to shout out Hayden Sherman though. I think Hayden Sherman is the all-star of this issue and this crossover. I think the work they did
Yeah.
on that Doctor Strange Constantine book, like the whole bit with Ghost Rider, Dragon Swamp Thing, like all of that, dude. Incredible work by Sherman, who's really having a career moment right now. But yeah, I don't know, dude. What did you think about Morrison's return
I mean, to
and
keep it on
DC's turn
yeah,
at that?
yeah, their attempt. It's we're on the eve of a holiday, so I'll kind of keep it on brand and on theme. This felt a lot like that scene in Christmas Vacation where the bird is being presented to the table and everyone's really shocked and it looks gorgeous and it like everyone's just ready to devour this thing, and then they go to try to cut it and it's like and it just like deflates and it's like hollow inside and there's just nothing and it's terrible. That's exactly what my experience was with this book, man. It should have been more than what it was, but then again, I don't know how it could be any more than what it was, because like what I said in my review is that ultimately it was the best version of an inconsequential book. And that's the bad thing, is that it never could have been any more than that. It was a crossover between properties that never could have actually impacted the greater mythology of these characters or their universes, because the powers that be would never let that kind of thing happen. So the real shame is that Grant put effort towards something that just, I don't think it does anything to tarnish their legacy or anything like that, but like it's also something that will never herald as being this fantastic thing that changed the way that we look at either one of these characters. And that just bums me out, man, because like there's so many things that Grant has worked on where I'm just like definitive, definitive, definitive. This ain't that. And it feels weird. And I don't think it's an expectation versus reality kind of argument. I think it's really just the fact that it was like there was such a narrow path of success that I don't think that anyone could have really made this to be this fantastical thing. But the real shame is that this probably sold like so many freaking
Oh
copies.
yeah, the fucking variants and all that. Like, what did you think about the whole anthology style approach to this? Like, it just felt so short sighted and undersung to me, and it felt like a waste of. I mean, you had some nice creators on both sides of the ball
Yeah.
on this thing, but I just felt like it could have been, so much more instead of like a one shot issue. I don't know. Just
I mean, I feel like they could have told a one shot storyline, and maybe they did, like they should have done like maybe 4, 4 tie-ins or something like that, or 4 books instead of just one book. And I think
One book
okay,
on each side is kind of crazy, right? Like,
yeah,
why not at least have like you said, like have a series tied in 2, 3 issues on each side? And I don't understand the one issue and we're done on each side of the ball.
I mean, I think the premise is the first thing that's flawed immediately, because this never should have been Batman Deadpool for a multitude of reasons. Like Batman, I kind of get. Deadpool, I have no idea. Like, sorry, Deadpool fans, but I just don't get it. That character always kind of rubs me the wrong way. So I'm saying that, so like take what I say for a grain of salt. But I think that this very clearly should have been Marvel versus DC, or Marvel, and DC, whatever. Like market it as the companies coming together, and then give us like a couple issues where, you tell adventures in those universes, as opposed to like trying to shoehorn these characters together and tell a compelling story. Because I'm sorry, Batman and Deadpool, like
Nah,
what
that was
connectivity
not
is
it.
there? It
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
just felt forced the whole way through.
Yeah.
Really felt unnatural.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel too. It was pretty though. Both issues looked good,
They did have
but
some great art in them.
ultimately they were just they were hollow.
Yeah. Derek in the house. What up, Derek? He said the
What up?
vegetable stick is tired. I agree, man. It really is. I don't, especially when you let it like run things as much as you're talking about like headline news on on the Marvel side of things. The one thing I have to say, Bob says, the one thing I have to say about the DC Batman Deadpool is it really made me forget this Marvel Deadpool Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They kind of stood shoulder to shoulder.
We got Christina Payne in the house. What up?
What's up, Christina? I'm still here. Don't worry. Don't worry.
He's got the hoodie on. Yeah. We got James Phelps in the building. Oh, well, I thought I had you, James. There you are. Happy
What up, Jazzy
Thanksgiving,
James?
brother. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Chad said Morrison is really hit and miss for me. I understand the themes that he's playing with, but his characters seem forced at times. I mean, he's been such a foundational writer for me. It's just kind of like I don't know where we're at. Like after seeing like that off-panel interview and the way he was talking big shit about this issue and like, oh, I had to remind myself that I'm one of the best writers of my generation type shit. And it's like, all right, this is what we're coming back with. So, and I know he's got other things coming up. So I don't know, man. I just,
yeah, I'm not letting this single issue influence.
Guys, we got to get
opinion.
Alan Moore. We got to get Alan Moore back to comics, though. Can we make that happen?
The answer is no. That's not happening.
Come on, man. It's got to happen before he goes. He's got to come back.
Okay. Good luck with that, but that's
You don't think we can make it happen? No. Don't say no. Don't say no. Say yes. Say you're going to believe it. Alan Moore's going to write another comic before he dies. Say it.
Okay, no, I can't, because here's the thing. Imagine that Alan Moore comes back and puts out a dud, and you can't say that that's not possible.
He's never done that.
You can't say it's not possible. Like imagine that happens, because the passion isn't there, or the excitement, or the idea, whatever the case is. Imagine that happens, and how bad you would feel going, wow, no. Alan, that's what we're doing. Doesn't that hurt your soul just to think about?
No,
it does.
What if he came back and wrote like a Batman Deadpool that was
that was amazing? Impossible. Inconceivable.
Nah. But yeah, I hope there's better things on the horizon for Grant than this. This was a little rough, but regardless, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Doesn't tarnish my opinion of Grant. Grant's put out fantastic work. And they put out work that hasn't worked for me either. Like, check out The Filth, by the way, because The Filth went right over my head. I don't understand that book. That was his pitch for a Shield story that went indie.
Shit,
yeah.
Yeah, look at this guy. No, I will say Nick ranked this one appropriately. If y'all caught Nick at Night, that was a sliding scale there in the best way.
What? Old boy's got 35 days left for his shill status. So, he's got to make sure he's cashing those checks, man. Get
Oh
every single
man,
one
we
that you
are getting
can.
to the deadline, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a new shill bell shall be crowned.
Yeah, Derek
Yikes.
says it's the same dynamic as Wolverine Deadpool. Gruff serious old man versus young crude funny Deadpool. Yeah, it was just stale as shit.
Yep.
He is too busy casting spells, Chad. You're right. Oh yeah.
What if we found out that Alan Moore actually cast a spell to make this book a worse version than what it was because he still got beef with Grant?
I could see that happening. I could
I
see
feel
Millar. I could see Millar doing it before Alan Moore.
man, Mark ain't got that magic. He ain't got that magic though.
No, he doesn't.
He
He'd have to outsource it, and you get some untrusty, unwieldy magician
Yeah.
just throwing out spells everywhere.
I
All
still
right.
dig you, Mark.
Yeah, we love you, Mark. You're incredible. We need Mark. The industry needs Mark. We need people like him.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
there were some good books that came out last week too.
Like what? Let's talk about one.
Space Ghost. Space Ghost. Fucking
Space Sharks. Space
Dude.
Sharks was fucking sick. Yeah.
This 2-issue arc of Space Ghost was so freaking fantastic. Oh my god, man. Again, kudos to Nick for making sure that he slapped me upside the head and said, like, are you reading Space Ghost? You really should be. It kind of is awesome. He's right, man. And like this, so I picked up halfway through the first story arc and played some catch up to, pick up, from my lack of knowledge on Space Ghost. So good, man. This totally, like, the pitch that David had for this was the Kree Skrull War just in the Space Ghost universe. Man, perfect encapsulation of exactly what this was, man. I love this. And Jan, the one of the children characters, dude, she cemented herself as my favorite character of the series in this issue alone. It was so perfect when she rolls into what is essentially Mos Eisley with Blip the monkey and just like wrecks everything. Oh my god, I love that so much, man. It was my favorite issue.
Jonathan Lau continued like an absolute machine. Absolute machine, like building this world and bringing home these huge emotional moments with, like, the Space Ghost family that we've so lovingly established through these. How many issues is it? How many issues was the first run?
First one was 12 with an annual, and then we're up to 5, right? So
It's been so awesome, man. Shout out to David, dude. He's doing incredible work here. And Jonathan.
And Jonathan, quietly putting out some of the best looking comics like every single month consistently.
Oh yeah. What did you think about Tom Scioli on Twilight Zone, man? Doing the planet reacts to the psyche of these inner space travelers, these space explorers type shit. They touch down on this planet, it reacts to them and their repressed memories and all that type of stuff. Offers like a
go ahead.
No, yeah, offers like an ultimate oasis, it's like a planet of therapy, more or less, right?
Basically, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a cool Tom Scioli book. It was a really cool Tom Scioli book. Did it ring true to you as a Twilight Zone book though?
It felt a lot more forced than I thought. Issue 1 was a way better, like just Twilight Zone comic, in every way, shape, or form. This one felt like a little bit forced in like that old school way, and that Scioli tried to make that Jack Kirby Solar Legion type of, spaceman explorer aesthetic like work in this world, and I don't know. It didn't necessarily connect as much as Morgan Beam and Dan Waters did in issue 1 for me. I felt that one was like a lot more on brand, even though parts of it I think were a little bit, cliche and expected. I think, regardless, that one still worked a lot better for me in comparison to Tom in issue 2. How about you?
Yeah. For issue 1 totally felt it just felt like a better experience to me. Like I think that Tom could have done well, I think that what Tom did was a compelling story and it was kind of cool, but it felt more Tom Scioli than it did Twilight Zone. And like if you're working on a property, you're kind of beholden to the story structure and the expectation of that. You can subvert expectations, and that's a different thing, but like just not delivering on them it made the story feel disingenuous in a way that it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Like if this wasn't Bill's Twilight Zone, though, I would have been like, oh, okay, well, I enjoyed that. That was cool.
I totally understand where you're coming from there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, bro. New Gods finale. Talk to me because all right, so I haven't, I confess I have not watched your official review of this, but I know you're talking in the back chat about
I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
How it impressed you and blew you away. Like it was great to see Kegel return to form. I do think what did we really do in this series though at the end of the day? Like
all right, well
I mean
spoilers for
what did you
spoilers for you since you didn't watch
felt
my
like
thoughts.
We were treading it felt like we were treading water for a good 6 issues here. But
yeah, and that was the problem. So like did the last issue blow me away? No. I can't even say that it was a return to form from what we got from like let's say the first 6 issues. But it was much better than the last couple issues that we had where it was like dinner with the JLA and that I honestly like I've lost the plot on what happened here. It was like dinner with the JLA and a whole bunch of nothing.
I just remember when we jumped into the action and everybody was fighting. I just felt so lost, so confused. That's when the art was switching up, and I will say every time Cakeless had a chance to cook, like all issue long though, it's been a delight to see. Like it is absolutely incredible. I think like some of their best artwork has been in this book, man. It's been stunning to see. Like, you think about earlier moments like that. We talked about it, that joint where, what's that character's name? With the bow and the arrows, like all those light arrows or whatever, when it's all raining down on the battlefield.
Yeah, that was
like some of those epic moments were just incredible. But I don't know, the switch ups and all the hiccups and like just the story kind of like meandering for a bit.
So this issue was a little bit of a return to form for the things that we enjoyed. It doesn't like hit those same peaks as the highest points of the series that we got, but it's a return to form. The problem is that we spent those like 3 issues. That was a really stretched out conversation, right? That's all that really happens between the JLU and the New Gods, and they're trying to figure out what they are. They're refugees, and Maxwell Lord is whatever, I guess, talking with a kid and preparing, but you don't really get an explanation. Like it was way too stretched out for that portion of it. And what we get in this final issue feels like something that is way too condensed. We get a lot of cool things that happen, and they play with a lot of the relationship aspects between Highfather and Orion and Mr. Miracle. And there's a lot of hierarchy stuff that happens amongst the New Gods and their new, their new place where they're kicking it. But ultimately, this issue should have been 3 issues. They needed to stretch this out and give it room to breathe and like take that chunk of time where nothing was happening and like cram that into one issue, right? Like let's breathe through that crap. But this needed a little bit more room to breathe. And the thing that was okay, well, no, I can't say it's a bummer. I was going to say it's a bummer, but we get Phil Hester drawing the New Gods, and that was really cool.
That was super dope.
So the bummer is that we don't get more of that. Like seeing that made me go like, ooh, like imagine having a Phil Hester New Gods title, like, and like maybe lean classic, like, maybe lean into like what I've been calling the history lesson of these books. Let's get like a 6-issue series of just Phil Hester just like playing with New Gods mythology. It doesn't have to like be anything that impacts the right here and right now. Just like go have fun, Phil. Just go draw New Gods and like do cool shit. I would buy that up immediately. That would be amazing. But we got 3 pages, and those 3 pages were cool, but it kind of, it came out of the valley a little bit to end the series.
Yeah, it was like, and those little bits they did with like the other artists at the beginning of the issues, they didn't do that consistently. It would have been nice to have that like every issue and like a little bit more, like you said, like let them go half and half or something like that. That would have given it Evan more room to breathe. I don't. Something
Yeah.
happened with the scheduling in this book, though. I refuse to believe that something. I feel like Homeboy got thrown in to finish issues quickly. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something was off.
Yeah, and for all we know, that could have impacted the level of writing too. Like, I don't know if Rom needed to maybe change up the way that they were approaching the book as well, because yeah, because after those first 6 issues, man, like
Yeah.
something felt weird. Like they had to just like recontextualize what was gonna happen and how the series was gonna end. It just something was off. But I feel like at the end of the day, it was still a really good, compelling series. It's just like you saw the potential, you saw the
Had
writing on the
some
wall, how
brilliant
good it could
moments.
be.
Lord.
Yes.
Yes. God almighty. What did you think about Ultimates and like this issue long call to arms of the civilian population, pretty much, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel, man, exactly. And I feel like what do we do? Like again, we're treading water. We're close to home base here, right? And you know everything coming down, and I just feel like this book has had the weight of the Ultimate Universe on its shoulders. It's had to kind of like carry that architecture and move things forward in that way, and in a way that none of these other Ultimate books have had to really worry about. And it's like now it's like, okay, I don't know. I feel like we did
Well,
this same thing a couple issues ago. With this one, I don't, for a book like that had so many singular like great issues leading up to where we're at now. It's just, I don't know. What did you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't disagree with you. Like, I do think that it was cool seeing the level of impact that the Ultimates have had on the Ultimate
Yes.
Universe, right? Like to visually see that. The other cool thing is that like Tony's out here giving a speech that's like as hokey and cheesy as you would anticipate a motivational speech to be. But I do like the fact that it's interspersed with America Chavez going out there and just like messing things up here, like King Midas, either sending him off to wherever the heck he is sent off to, or just straight up disintegrating him. I don't know what that meant, what she was doing, but like kind of showing her power level and showing that she's one of the ultimates. And it kind of makes you go, maybe they got a shot. Maybe they got a shot because we end on the bubble coming up, right? And that's the cool part is that like we get this moment of bravado and we get this moment of like, hey, we're here now. We're all in it. If you want to be an ultimate, you're an ultimate, but this is what it means. So, I mean, I think it was more effective than not. I don't think it was a bad issue. I think it really hinges on what happens next. And I think that's
Yeah.
going to directly influence the feeling that you have about this issue. So if they come out swinging the next issue, we're going to be like, oh man, this was all gravy. And if the bubble comes up and the maker just like destroys everything in the snap of a finger, we're like, oh, that sucked. Okay,
I know. I hope it's not anticlimactic as shit, but
yeah,
we will
we'll
see.
see.
Before we move on, Ghost Pepper, you still reading Ghost Pepper? I'm loving Ghost Pepper, man.
Yeah, man, Ghost Pepper's taking me for a ride sometimes, man, because like I feel like every other issue, I'm just like, oh, that was really good. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of a stinker. Oh, that was really good. Oh, that's kind of a stinker. This one was kind of a stinker for me. It just like I feel like it got a lot of good grace back for me. The previous issue to this one because it was like funny and it was action
Yeah.
packed. The series ultimately what it is that it has real bad pacing issues. Like they need to just kind of massage it a little bit and kind of switch some things around. And there is a cool story to be told here, and I think it's worthwhile continuing on. I mean, I'm still continuing with it, but it's got to just kind of stop hitting the gas and hitting the brake and hitting the gas and hitting the brake. Like, yeah, let's get a smooth ride going. Okay, let's glide. Okay, we don't have to be so freaking jerky.
All right. All right.
Well, what do you
I
think,
mean,
man? Tell,
I
tell me why I'm
mean,
wrong or why
I
I'm right.
no, I see your point for sure. I like kind of like the abrasiveness of it though. It does feel like an anime slash manga in that sense. You know what I mean? But
That explains so much about why
yeah,
you
I
were doing
love,
nothing but using the e-brake
dude.
when
I
we were at
can't wait
Heroes, man.
to
Just 90 miles an hour. Ugh,
yeah,
brake.
exactly. Yeah, I can't wait till we get to like some of the bigger moments of it though. The action in this is so fucking fun.
That's
so
the
much
thing, man.
fun. Like that wind-up soldier or whatever that they let loose a couple issues ago, like who ran the truck and destroyed it. And now is like a member of the team. Like, and I love the characterization of it. It's cool. So
yeah,
yeah,
Ludo does. I mean, has great character design, has great action scenes. It's like everything you expect from a Joe Mad comic. Like, and you can
yeah,
tell the lineage that they've
that's a
had.
great call, bro. Hell
Well,
yeah.
Ludo's the dude that took over Battle Chasers and finished out the last
Oh
part of the
no
series.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I'm
Did you
saying. Like,
read that when they came back all those years later?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
decent. Like, it was a fun little fantasy book that had a lot of a lot of cool things. It's very much in the same vein of Ghost Pepper. It is just steampunk fantasy RPG fun, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I need more of those things more often in Ghost Pepper. Like, if you're just
Amen.
driving around and bitching about your truck, like, come on.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough, bro. Um, we got Comic Patrol in the building. What up, brother?
What up?
Good to see you. He says he agrees on Twilight Zone. Yeah,
Well, we all have great opinions, so.
exactly. Cheeky Devil in the building. What up, brother?
What up?
I enjoyed Orion and Scott's dynamic in New Gods. I hope they continue. I give the series a 3 out of 5. Oh, a 3.5 out of 5. I think that's an appropriate
That's
rating.
super fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good seeing you, Cheeky. Hope all is well. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. All right, E. Let's get into it, man. Starting off, we got all indies tonight.
Nothing but bangers.
All Image comics tonight. Everything Dead and Dying. Number 3, Tate Brombal, Jacob Phillips. Issue number 3. We pick up right where we left off. Things are, just to give you guys the rundown, things are great. In this zombie apocalypse, this man is basically, created this. He's kept his town alive. He's fed them. And they're still going through the motions of daily life as zombies, and he's done the same for his family. He's trying to keep his old way of life alive that he's fought so hard to establish and maintain in the first place. It's truly tragic. Anyway, that's all coming to a close with of course these the visit from this group of outsiders, and they've already killed his partner, and him and his daughter are on the run, and so this issue continues that he takes a hostage. The hostage ends up getting bit and killing himself, and we get further action throughout. These people kind of learn what's going on in this town. And I love how he gets away on the tractor. He takes the hostage. He takes the hostage and then gets away on the tractor. But yeah,
Nothing
these
runs
people
like a deer.
wander through town. They're remarking how these zombies still have their skin on them, that they're more well fed than any other zombies they've ever seen before. And of course, this comic is punctuated with all these like beautiful flashbacks of this guy, and his partner and his daughter, and the life they tried to make in this town, the hate they encountered, the moments of love and laughter they had between them. Like, it was that, to me, has been the anchor, the emotional anchor that's really grounded this book and made it something special, really elevated it beyond your normal zombie horror. You know what I mean? Like this unique gay family love story that he's been able to paint. Bromwell's been able to paint, among this horrific zombie apocalyptic world has been incredible. And I think it's one of the best comics of the year. But yeah, anyway, homeboy gets bit. He takes his own life, and at the end of the comic, our boy's daughter gets pushed off the bridge and into the water.
Yep.
And they discover the farm where he's been basically like growing crops, raising cattle, doing enough to keep the town alive the entire time. So yeah, I don't know. E, what are your thoughts on this series thus far, and Brombal and Phillips and all that good stuff?
Yeah, this series and this issue have really done it for me. It's really cemented this as like a book that I want to continue reading, and because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I think that you hit the nail on the head when it comes to like the anchor of the book being the relationship, the familial aspect. I feel like that's the differentiating factor that we get here, as opposed to all the other zombie media that we get, because zombie zombie anything has become a trope on top of a trope on top of a trope. Like you know what to expect behind, every turn, right? 3 turns down the way, you're like, oh, okay, this is coming. But this feels different. I feel like there's an emotion behind it that makes this feel like it's something that is deserving of attention, right? If you are a zombie lover, or if you're like, no, I'm bored of that. I've read The Walking Dead. Like, it's okay. Well, this isn't The Walking Dead. It is different enough that it's delivering a new experience. But this issue, we all talk about issue 3 being like a turning point in a story, because like you need to have like established the stakes and like, done your world building and given you a reason to want to follow these characters. The series has done that at this point. Now this is delivered on all of those aspects here. I want to see what happens. And by the end of this issue, it really has you questioning, well, okay, so what's going to happen now in this world? Because like, I thought that we were going to be following Dude, and maybe we still do, but I thought it was going to be, how does he maintain his family and this town? And now, does it pivot from there? Like, because it seems like I don't see an avenue where he can continue the life that he's had. So where do we go from here? So this is it's gonna change the nature of the book. But knowing the team, that gets me excited though, because like the emotion that we talked about for the characters, like I don't think that you would get that from a different artist than Jacob Phillips. Like there's a handful out there, don't get me wrong, that could definitely do it, but Jacob Phillips, like the emotion rings true through the storyline because of Jacob Phillips' artwork, right?
Absolutely.
The expressiveness on the faces, the way that they lay out a page, like there's a precision, a preciseness, and a realism that they bring to it, while not being photorealistic, that just like makes all of those things really shine through, man. Like the heartbreak and sorrow of that dude going through what he's gone through with his family becoming zombies, but then the zombie versions of his family being taken away from him. Like it's truly a heartbreaking story in the middle of this zombie apocalypse.
And it's like and I had some idea, I guess, earlier in the story with his postal inspector, like that, people are kind of going through the motions, but the fact that he's like truly been taking care of this entire town, like the woman with the baby stroller, and everybody is going through the motions. It's just like, it's just truly heartbreaking, and like the level of effort he's gone to, keep things the status quo. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he's going to lose all that, which, I mean, again, you can imagine, like, think about that for a character arc. You already take away every single thing that this person had, and now you take it away again permanently. And it's, like, this is going to go in some interesting places, and I can't wait to see where, like I said, this team is, like,
I love the things we're doing in this outsider group with, like, the challenge and leadership between that woman and that guy. I love, like, how we don't know if that dude who's out there with his girlfriend at the farm that just discovered the farm, like there's that little bit where we don't know if he's been bitten or not. Like he's acting like it's just a cut. And then there's like, other members of this team that are about to get attacked, but like there's that one out at the mill that's about to get attacked. Dude, it's a fantastic series. So Brombal and Phillips doing some incredible work here. I love this one.
Yeah, this is a really good series. If you're not checking this out, give it a shot, because it is, like I said, it's different enough from the generic zombie story. I shouldn't even say generic, but like the expected zombie story.
Oh yeah, great comic. Hey, we got Fable in the building. Station, brother. Good to see you. Oh yeah, hope you're doing well. Nick said, I bet they go to prison and fight that one-eyed dude with the tank.
Yeah, see, and it's that energy we don't need around here, Nick. God damn it.
We got Bobo in the building. Bobo, station brother, good to see you.
What up, Bobby?
Oh yeah, so many good people in the building. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, man. So that'll do it for Everything Dead and Dying, but highly recommend this one. All right, let's move on. This is my pick of the week right here, bro. We're talking about Game of Thrones, Red Wedding. We're talking about Breaking Bad. Gus poisons the cartel. Like this, this is one of those issues, dude. And how I love the misdirection of it. Like we start a year later from the incredible fucking events of last issue, right? You talk about starting the arc with a bang. Like, Remender and Fiumara are really going for it, coming back from break. So our second issue back from break, the first one being the epic Pigeon versus Roko's fight. We get that resolution. We don't know where things are going. Immediately, I'm like, oh God, she's drinking the Kool-Aid. Were you in the same way?
Yes, that's
and I love that. I love
Oh.
that. I'm like, oh fuck, Saluna. And then like this bit here, she's talking to the statue of her mother. I'm like, bitch, you gotta be kidding me right now.
Yeah.
You didn't. Then the plot thickens, bro. This motherfucker is still alive. I'm like, what? Rokos is out here fucking proposing toast. Like,
yeah, I know. This was such a disheartening experience. These first, like, we'll say 5-ish pages, because I mean, it legit pissed me off. Like, I mean, I was mad at our character. I was so ticked off at Saluna.
I was so Saluna. Like,
you gotta be
girl.
like this.
We're better than this.
Yeah, like it's like this is a betrayal of all of those children that you saved and all the ones that you couldn't save, but what happened to them. Like, you done everyone dirty. And then a dude shows back up, her father, which we thought for sure was dead. It's like, this sucks. Everything is wrong in the world.
Seeing Rokos, like, my heart just sunk. I was like, this motherfucker is still alive. And she's still like subservient to him. Then to see the fucking blue glasses again, like, oh.
Yeah, they're out here with their Capri
We reinstituted everything. Like, we're back out it. We're siphoning like the happiness of so.
Dude. But then didn't that feel so real though, too? Like, didn't it feel like, man, I bet Remender's doing this, man, because this world sucks. And like, of course, we're gonna like go back to the status quo, because why wouldn't we?
And like, Pigeon's gonna have to fucking come up from the grassroots again and like get all his people behind him, and like it's gonna be him and his sister type shit. Yeah, but dude, then we get these 3 panels at the top here. Our girl does not drink the potion, and then, man, we get like one of the best pages right here. I just adored this. She's poisoned the whole fucking Parliament of Gods, or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. She's bringing the whole fucking thing down on top of themselves, her father included, dude. And you want to talk about Fiumara, dude? This shot here of Rokos pleading with his daughter, like his elbow melting, like just the little details in that. It's just so beautiful. I just love how he's just falling apart, right? Like he's dripping lava, or like
exactly. Like it's not this big triumphant flame. It looks like napalm just like dripping off.
Yes.
Of it. Like melting fire, essentially. Like he's lost all of his power, man. Like, just like I was so pissed off. Like this, I was just cheering. I was just like fist pumping. Like,
and yes! Like Fiumara spared nothing with like the body horror and the details in this. It was just so beautiful. Our revenge was everything we wanted. For its little things, I had to shut out this moment here. This against just like the all white background. Rokos, you poisoned her mind. I offered her a choice, and she chose Harlos. Dude, Fiumara's like ability to wring emotion out of these characters is just uncanny. So just absolutely like high point of this book. And then, bro, he tries to charge with our boy and gets turned into ashes, and then she karate kicks the fucking mask.
Yeah,
so great.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You're done, son.
And we're making this new world without gods. Then we get this epic walk up to the throne. Man, it's time for the age of the living with all these like. Look at that shot right there. It doesn't get any better for that.
Well, okay. You say that. But this series has been all about nuance. That scene right there, honestly, as triumphant as it was to get every single one of those, gods are done. Then she sits down on the throne, and it makes me go, oh.
And then
Like,
she's talking about an age. It's time for the age of the living. It's like, all right,
yeah, okay, but absolute power corrupts absolutely.
absolutely, yeah.
And that's so I'm very curious to see what this character is going to do because like I said, the series has all been about nuance, right? We've seen Pigeon go from, basically weak to powerful, hero to villain and back again. Like there's going to be some wild things that this series still has yet to deliver, and but this has me equal parts excited and worried, like for what's coming up with these characters, because the moment they make one little choice that is kind of it breaks their moral compass, it's all over. It's done. So I can't wait to see when that happens though, because it's going to be incredibly exciting. The other thing I wanted to shout out for Fiumara is, dude, battle damaged Pigeon. Seeing what he had to go through and seeing
Yo,
the after
facts.
effects of that dude, scarred up, broken beak and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, right
yeah.
there. Worse for wear, 100%, but still strolling right up there with just
I
just
just
to make
popped out.
sure.
He just popped out with like the little Squire outfit on. He was like, "What's
Yeah.
up, bitch?"
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I needed you to see that I had a hand in this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Oh
telling you, man.
man,
Breaking Bad. This is a Breaking Bad moment right here.
dude.
Ooh,
Yeah,
incredible.
dude, great call with that, because I know me and you were saying like, oh, it's Red Wedding type stuff, and it totally is. But yeah, it's like all of those shocking moments that you get from like great TV shows, movies, whatever the case may be. Like this hit fits that bill so appropriately, man. This delivers
Absolutely.
that same experience.
Oh yeah, incredible comic. Came back with like a fury, like a vengeance. Bobby saying that's awesome wild art. Yeah, dude, Max
It
is
is,
doing
man.
the goddamn thing. Nick says we need a black and white artisan edition of this whole damn series. Amen, brother.
I would take that. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep my fingers crossed, me as well. Yeah, they did do that number one 11 by 17 black and white. So if y'all see that out there, excuse me, grab it. Um, it's really cool that they're doing those giant size edition, on Max's artwork.
I love those. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Giant Generator for really like being some of the people that like really push that forward. The hardcover is also, I think they pushed it out. I know that it was solicited. I can't remember what the original date is. I was just checking that out, but the first deluxe hardcover, it will be released. I just don't have a date for it yet, but it's on my pull
Oh
list.
yeah. Oh yeah. It is indeed, Bobo. It's Doom collecting the tiny Doom from fuck man. You probably know better than I do off the top of my head. It's that Fantastic Four with what's his name? You know
Doctor
it.
Doom.
Yeah. God damn it. What's the fucking guy's name? It's Alicia's dad. Rogue says, yeah, I grabbed the
Oh, yeah.
artist. Yeah, what's his name? Something Master?
Yeah, Toy Master, right?
Toy Master, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rogue says, yeah, I grabbed the artist proof edition. Hell yeah. Giant Generator is coming with this. Oh yeah. Y'all, Sacrificers. One of the best comics on stands.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Last comic of the night. It's Kudrański in No Man's Land. We get fucking weird with this one. No Man's
Yeah,
Land number 3.
dude, we've been talking a lot about like TVs and TV shows and
Oh
movies and stuff
yeah.
like that. Man, what a
Dude,
perfect tie-in to talk about this series so far, because it has been arguably the most cinematic comic book experience that I've seen in the year of our Lord 2025.
it's incredible, right? And I love like our intro here, getting further into the investigation and like learning like how this killer placed this, this clue inside the womb, and like how it contains elements of both American and Russian culture, and like addresses the history of the ice. Like just the whole way he's tying into the story, it feels like he's really operating on his highest level yet as a creator. I don't know how you feel about but to me, it's the work I've enjoyed the most from him so far.
I have not had the chance to finish something epic yet. I
Same. I do
absolutely
have to read that one.
yeah, I intend to, and I've enjoyed what I've read so far. But yeah, so it's hard for me to say that this isn't my favorite, though, only because it is the singular thing that I've gotten through what has been released so far. So
Yeah.
I got to go back in the catalog. This definitely inspires me to kind of push those up the backlog list and kind of get those knocked out sooner rather than later, though.
And I love the characterizations here, like the old American detective with bad eyesight, right? And like
Dude, that badass eyesight plays a big role in this
right?
issue too, like real big. And like I think that's what Kudransky does really well in this is that like not only is it cinematic in the way that it's visually represented, but I feel like again, like we talked about pace for a previous issue and how that could be a hindrance. The pacing of this issue in the series so far has been pitch perfect, man. They lay out so many different things and ideas, and they tell these compelling stories about the history of the land and how the indigenous people have been impacted by both the Russians and Americans, or have decided to not allow themselves to be impacted. And like every single thing, every clue that's dropped, not even in the murder mystery, but just like clue to the story, everything is a smoking gun or like a Chekhov's gun, like, right? Something is introduced in the first act that goes off in the third act. And we keep getting that over and over in such a really satisfying way. Like, and again, we talked about pacing. Kudransky's just doing it, man. He's just delivering that experience, and he's giving you these reasons to keep coming back because everything has a delivery, but is followed up with another question that makes you go, "Crap, what's next?"
Yeah. What was your favorite like moment of this one? Like, because we investigate this mysterious bunker. He finds this crown of thorns. Like he's finding all these like weird clues, and then he finally has this confrontation with I don't know what do we call this antler man?
You could call him Antler Man. I don't think he has a name yet, but I think I can't say that there's a singular moment that I like the most out of this, but like the parts that I do enjoy the most is like it leans into that. Like if you're a fan of True Detective, the TV show, I feel like you're
Great
really
call.
gonna like this.
Great call. Yeah.
Also Hannibal, the TV show, with Mads Mikkelsen when he was playing the Hannibal character. I feel like there's a lot of parallels to that as well, particularly, of course, the antler themed killer. But yeah, they lean into like a lot of religious aspects of it and supernatural aspects of it. Supernatural is not the right word, right? But
It
there's
is
like,
though. It feels supernatural.
but I feel like it's not necessarily supernatural necessarily, right? It's like forced supernatural. Like it's still within the realm of realism. Like when they find the egg that basically is being incubated within
True.
within the
Yeah.
womb of this person,
What is
right?
it?
But
The bald eagle, the bald eagle egg inside the.
exactly, but it's like it's not supernatural. It's creepy in a forced supernatural way, but like someone in the real world just put it there, you know? And
Yeah.
it's the same thing with this dude, right? Like, I mean, there's a crown of thorns, which it's not like it is the crown of thorns that we know from the Bible. It is just a crown of thorns. So there's just really cool ideas and symbolism, right? Symbology. I think that's maybe what I was looking for. That's what's being played with here with all of these creepy aspects of the book. That's what I like the most because it's giving you that sense like that there's something more, there's something heightened within this world, even though it is like steeped in reality and rooted and grounded with our main character who is nothing more than an FBI agent. So that's what I really dig about this.
Yeah. I love this shot here too. Like, dude, the him down there like throwing his gun, like the distortion and perspective, like how it's blurry,
Yeah,
like his gun is blurry. It's just he does that so many times throughout this one. I love the way he paces his looks, like just this breakdown how this dude encounters the antler man by boat. Like it's brilliant. It's so suspenseful.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah,
you
it
really are.
ramps that up.
No dialogue. You really are holding your breath the whole time. So this was my favorite issue of the series, and I just love all the things he's doing here. I love, the characterization, the story, the leaning on the mythology between Russia, the USSR, America. Also teaching me like a cool bit of history about this portion of the world, and that's always been you know a cool, mysterious, contentious area. That area up north in Alaska where Russia and American claims kind of intercede. So I love that he's basing the story there. And man, this one's just killing it. And like his artwork is just supreme, dude.
So
Like it's It truly is. I mean, we're talking about. I feel like we're complimenting his storytelling a lot, but like his artwork has just gotten just so heightened. I feel like with each project, and here he just, it's just incredible.
Well, storytelling is that visual, right? That's the great thing about comics is that storytelling isn't necessarily just through the words. It's the visual portion of it as well. There's plenty of parts in all three of the issues that we've gotten where there's just been blank pages, right? It's just been setting up the beats of what's happening, right? And letting you walk through the paces of what our characters are going through. Like, I mean, this is a perfect example. There's like, I mean, one sentence basically, on that entire page. Like, and there's still a lot of storytelling that's being done there. But do you have any theories about where this is going? Because I feel like this issue delivered a lot of interesting clues, right? And you had mentioned the first thing, which is kind of like the bald eagle, the symbolic, kind of animal of the United States. We already know that there's a contentious relationship between the USSR and the United States, particularly at this time in the height of the Cold War. We know that there is now another Russian agent who is on the ice bridge with them, but they have no idea where they're at, what they're doing.
I got to be honest, I have no idea where we're going, and I love that. I love how Kudrański kind of has a chokehold on the information he's given us, and like the what he's allowing us to know. So like we're like at the same time that we're following both of these detectives in their investigation, we're also learning the history of this, this area. And I think each issue has taught us something different about this, either this area or the relations between, the Soviets and Americans, in this area type of deal. So like, I think I like that he's keeping us on a short leash in that sense. You know what I mean? And it allows for a lot more intrigue and surprise. So, I'm ready to learn more and be in turn shocked more, after I do so.
Okay. I'm here for that. I feel that.
Yeah. How about you? I mean, where do you think it's going? Do you have an idea about? You got any theories?
I mean, I think it's setting us up to believe that it is one of the indigenous people that are doing this, and right, and like that it's. But now that we know that other Russian agent is there, and then all of a sudden Antler Man shows up, I feel like I'm trying not to allow myself to be walked down one path when I know it's probably this other path that is really going to be starting to be influential. Like for the Crown of Thorns, we found that in the bunker. I feel like it's way too convenient for one of the people on the island to have stumbled upon this or even have had access to that bunker as opposed to maybe an agent. So I don't know. I think that it seems to me like there's a setup to try to make us believe it's the indigenous people when it's really not going to be. Now, who that other person is right now, I think it's the agent, but I'm leaving myself open for it to be anything. For all I know, it could be our United States FBI agent. Maybe he got dual personalities and we don't know it yet. Who knows?
I'm curious about the Washington connection and all that stuff too. So I don't know. We'll see. But incredible stuff through 3 issues. I mean, look at that, man. So good. Yeah. I love the lettering too with the Antler Man when he speaks. It's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I wish we had more slides, but yeah. Good stuff. Nick said my favorite part was the developing untrusting banter between our guy and the KGB pro. Oh yeah,
it's been good. Yeah, it's like they're really testing the waters between each other, right?
I love it. Hell yeah, absolutely. Cheeky had a dip. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Yeah, hope you have a great holiday.
Oh yeah, dude. The Yankees are going to be amazing. Thank you for showing up either live or on the rewind, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you guys can't catch us live, we appreciate you watching on the rewind. So thank y'all. We love y'all. hope you're gonna have a happy Thanksgiving. But that will do it for our comics of the evening, bro. We got through things pretty quickly tonight. Well, we didn't hate on Batman Deadpool as much as I thought we would, I guess.
We could have. I could have talked about it more. Trust me. I got feelings.
Another banger for Comics of Futures Past, bro. Talk to me.
So this is an interesting Comics of Futures Past because this is the first time that I have not experienced this issue myself, whether it be back in the day when it first was released or even today right now. But it was a little bit slim pickings. I could have gone with an obvious choice, but that felt disingenuous, and I didn't want to do that. So, released on November 19th, 2014, Invincible number 115 showcased the one and only battle between Battle Beast taking on Thrag. Now, for those who don't know, everyone probably knows at this point because I feel like everyone's watched at least one season of Invincible on Amazon Prime. Thrag happens to be one of the Viltrumites who are essentially super. They're like Superman, right? It's a race of super beings, just like Superman. So for all of you who are having a hell of a time with Battle Beast, like I am, we've been able to see him take on a lot of enemies, but they've all been of alien nature, and we kind of don't know their power levels outside of what we see on the page. Now, seeing that he can go toe to toe with essentially Superman, that's kind of baller. That's really freaking cool. So everyone that got to experience this back in the day when it first came out in Invincible, you guys already know. For me, for this plebe here who does not know as much about it as everyone else, man, I got to kind of witness this for the first time here, at least in researching this and trying to figure out what was up with it. This was a great this was a great example of what Battle Beast can do, and it makes me really happy to be following along with the Battle Beast series proper, knowing that this was going on way back in the day. So it's another example of something I gotta push up the backlog here and make some time for it because there's a lot of Invincible out there to be had.
Yeah, one of the best superhero reads you can have, dude. Honestly, like it's such a great time.
Have you read the entire series?
No, I'm in the 120s. It goes into the 140s, but I've read this issue. Yeah, it's been a minute. It was one of those comics I went on a tear with when I was getting back into books, man. I think that was like Comixology.
Okay.
And I was just reading. Dude, like once you get going, and I had nothing but free time, so yeah.
Dude, it's nice when you can binge through a story and it just kind of keeps you wanting to come back for more. Like, I mean, that's
Invincible is like that. And it's like constantly new arcs, new characters. It surprises you. Never keeps things like, it's never stale.
Yeah, I'm close to finishing my most recent backlog reading experience. So we got something. I'm gonna have to make a choice here probably by tomorrow and what that next read is gonna be. Could it be Invincible? I don't know.
Oh yeah. All right, brother. Covers of the week. Talk to me.
All right, let's start. Yeah, let's start off with the banger that I stole from Stu. Grabbed it right out of his hands here before he could put it on the slides here and chose it for myself.
This is a no-brainer, I'd say.
Yes, exactly. Like we talk about striking covers, right? It's got to have that appeal that that's going to make you want to pick it up from the stands here and then bring it right on up to the cash register. Danny does that. So World's Finest with our friendly neighborhood Batman here and Soups, the silhouette of the city in the background of this cave, dude. Yeah, and we were talking in the back chat, man. It feels Danny, but it also doesn't feel Danny. It feels a little bit cleaner than what we've been getting recently from her, particularly in the Invisible Man series.
Yes.
But that's not only am I not mad at it, but like I'm here for it. Like, so just keep doing work, Danny, because you're killing it.
Hell yeah.
Michael Cho. Yeah, Michael Cho, dude, man.
This is it. Michael Cho should have cover A's on this one. I'm just saying. I don't know why he doesn't have cover A's. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
You took my talking point away from me, man. I'm sorry. No, it's all good, man. I'm so glad we agree because, like, it's not that I don't like the cover A's on this. The cover A's are fine if you enjoy AA art.
But hold on. Let me. All right. There it is, top right. Between Francesco Mattina's Space Sharks, which is what it is. And that, come on, man. Like every single one of these is that like old school banger flavor. Oh, it's so good. And his colors are amazing. Like I love his coloring.
Dude, it pops, man. And when you have a character like Space Ghost that is primarily white, when you get those big, bold, vibrant colors, which Michael Cho has been delivering, not only on this cover, but like, just historically. Oh, it pops. It pops so hard, man. Like it's undeniably cool looking, man. So yeah, had to shout that one out.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Like, okay, Lost Fantasy. I don't think that I've given given
Lost
enough
Fantasy is
love
fire.
to
Yeah, I
like
should have put that on the worth mentioning.
well, so the latest issue was really cool. It's kind of the kicking off of the next arc that we're gonna get, plus kind of like a sneaky pilot for the next like sister series. But each one of these issues has had this video game homage cover, and all of them have been banging, dude. Like this one had the Zelda cover, which I showcase right here, but it also had a Final Fantasy X homage. We've had previous ones that had Metal Gear. Like it's all like the PlayStation classics that I've been noticing. Like they had a Metal Gear Solid homage cover. They had another Final Fantasy cover. It was a Final Fantasy VII, right, with the Buster Sword when he's just like looking at the city with the train going by. Great variant covers that are callbacks to all these awesome video game properties. But this one definitely jumped out, man. This is a killer cover.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least for me, I got to give Kerry Nord some love, man. That guy, I feel like we don't get enough Kerry Nord in comics right now, and I hope he's working on something that's going to be a banger. The last thing that I actually saw him on was, oh god, it had to be the Kickstarter that he put out a couple of years ago, which was Folklore. It was a really cool fantasy type story, but for me, I remember him particularly from the Dark Horse era of Conan when Kurt Busiek was writing the book. Kerry Nord was on art duties, man. So if you know Conan and the type of artist that you get, that's what Kerry Nord does, man. So I saw this Wonder Woman, and while
this is crazy, this is fire.
Yes, it's killer looking. It's Kerry Nord, man. I had the pleasure to talk to him at Heroes too, and I know he's got a couple things in the pipeline that he's working on. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm hoping that he follows up on a lot of these cool fantasy stories because they're worthwhile. But yeah, this one totally struck me. So while I'm not reading Wonder Woman right now, the cover still deserves a shout out.
Hell yeah, great shout out. All right, for your boy. Let's get these Batman Deadpools out of the way. Bill Sienkiewicz homaging McFarlane? Yes, please.
I mean,
this is fire. This is fire. Super dope Deadpool with it, Batman's reflection. Here for that one all day. Also, I love the Dragotta Mike Zeck love kind of here with the Punisher.
I was this close to picking this one up, man. I had to go Sherman, but this one was like my
Sherman's dope. Sherman's was dope. But these two, I think, were my favorites from the Batman and Deadpool. I'm loving these Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions ASM covers, man. They've all been fire.
Yeah, those are sick.
I love his Spider-Man and dope Kingpin beating his ass down. Martin Simmons, news from the Fallout. This one's had so many dope variants. Yeah, I love the coloring in this one, just and all the skulls in the background. This one
I wouldn't have known that was Martin Simmons. Like, I mean, it's not totally
Martin's
surprising.
Been killing it lately, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gotta shout out my boy Nick. Princeton killed this one. Come on. Princeton killed this one. Oh yeah. Hello Darkness.
Yeah, she's been doing some really cool covers on Hello Darkness.
This one's fire. I love the lighting on this one. I love that little glow at the top of her head.
Yeah, the vignette.
Yeah, hell yeah. Andrea Sorrentino doing this steampunk Iron Man helmet. I'm here for it. I love Sorrentino on these Marvel covers here lately. So like this one, Spider-Man Noir, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it totally doesn't make me sad that we're not getting any more of the Bone Orchard mythos, and I'm totally fine with them doing Marvel covers as opposed to one of the coolest horror books on shelves. That's fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you sad. God damn it.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
No.
They both said AI been doing pretty good on space. Space Shark Coast to Coast. I'd watch it. Oh yeah. That Punisher is dope. Oh yeah. All right, Liam Sharp and Todd McFarlane on a cover together. I'm here for it. All day long. This is from Spawn Dark Ages #1. But
we just got to see Liam Sharp doing crazy badass things on Savage Sword. Like, yeah, dude.
So sick. Hey, look at our boy! Got the jacket on. Leading Yook's Street Burst series. Like these have been dope. Like he's had a lot of bangers in this series. I thought this one was hilarious with like Wolfie.
Hey, dude, Logan always knows sun's out, guns out. That's the way he rolls.
But these have been fire. I love that Miles one. I think it was my favorite. And it couldn't be covers of the week without Jorge Fornes doing this
snap.
badass fucking creep show variant, dude. Jorge's bringing the heat. I almost chose his World's Finest variant as well for this past week, but this one had to do. So yeah, shout out to Jorge, one of the best cover artists these days. Let's keep going, man. Our boy Simon. We talk about these Youngblood variants, dude. I love this one. Not only Chapel, but the fucking Kudrański / Liefeld signature homage. Like, come on. It's the little things in life, right? I love that one. I just love these. Hold on, I got my joint today. Oh, where'd it go? I just love these joints.
Would you get one today? Oh, you got the Kaya? Nice.
Oh yeah. Love the Youngblood homages. And then, dude, the Thing homage with these movie posters, so sick.
Dude, every single one of them has been just it has been absolutely killer.
So shout out to Kudrański, one of the dopest, most hardworking, I think, creators out here, man. Doing incredible work. But that'll do it for this round of Ink and Insights, man. What are you looking forward to talking about next week, man? We got a bunch of bangers on the agenda.
Dude, I feel like there's been a couple of weeks where I've been, I won't say lazy, I've been distracted, and I haven't been able to put a lot of work in on Wednesdays, getting books like knocked out immediately. Your boy did some work today, and I'm really
proud of myself. Talk to me. Yes. How are we feeling?
Guys, I talk smack about Marvel a lot, rightfully so, because they got to up their game. I'm not gonna shy away from that. They really do need to up their game. Marvel sneakily got some really good books out this week, man. I'm so happy to have a decent Daredevil book to read again. Daredevil Punisher the Trigger, which is kind of like it's a retelling from a different perspective of the story that happened in the Punisher, where Daredevil was chained up, right? And he has a choice. He can either shoot the Punisher or he shoot the Punisher to stop him, or allow a criminal to be shot by the Punisher. So we get a retelling of that story from his perspective, and then we get the continuation of that. Palmiotti sneakily did really well. Speaking of Palmiotti, we also got the Marvel Knights Punisher, which the first issue I was kind of lukewarm on. I didn't know what they were doing. And I feel like this second issue really does a lot more to spell out kind of what the expectation is going to be, what the through line is going to be. So I had a lot more fun with that. So Marvel sneakily doing some cool things. Everything else, I feel like it's like, if you heard us say like we're excited for it, it's like, oh, shocker, Absolute Batman's going to slap. Whoa, Who saw that coming?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump on that Marvel show train and second my boy Fable. Hey, Infernal Hulk #1 with Nick Klein is like that, y'all. Like, I'm not saying that series is gonna be like that through and through, because we know Nick is gonna be on a couple of issues and then dip, and then who knows what it's gonna be. But #1 was gnarly as fuck. Like, #1 was a problem.
I read that just before we hopped on here, and you didn't lie. You didn't lie.
That shit was awesome. Yeah. Savage. But yeah, Absolute Batman. I cannot wait to talk about the end of the Abomination arc. I think it's been one of my favorite storylines of the year. Period. Gabriel Hardman's Arcadia. I'm looking forward to, with the Question and Green Arrow and Batman. Love that he's writing and drawing that one. Escape continues to be, I think, Escape and Invisible Man both continue to be two of the best indie books on shelves, dude. And Absolute Wonder Woman. I mean, come on.
Invisible Man's ending, though. That's going to be
I know.
Danny, what you working on next? Let us
know. I haven't read it yet. Have you read it? I've been avoiding.
Oh, I'm saving my dessert, man. I'm getting through my vegetables.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, but so many bangers, man. Can't wait to get back with you next week and talk about them all. But that'll do it for us tonight, folks. As always, you can find us at patreon.com/insights, and then I'm at Dr. Doom's Fan Club. He's at 9 Panel Grid. Nick's at Comic Culture, and Nick _comic_culture on IG. E, what do you want to plug? What do you want to talk to people about? Dude, you've been doing so many great things with the content lately. I just want to shout you out. Love the. I think you're really just coming to your own. And these reviewers, man, like I just listen to them. I was listening to not this week's, but last week's on the way to work, and I was just blown away several times throughout the review. I told you so, but I think and the fact that you tell me it's all stream of consciousness is kind of disrespectful. It makes me feel like a complete idiot. But yeah,
Whatever, dude.
But I love these like the holiday recommendation video that you just put out, and the monthly haul, the best of. You're doing a lot of great things over there. So anything in particular you wanted to promote?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, thank you. Yeah, so I'm trying to get a little bit more of a rotation of videos in here. So be anticipating another monthly haul now that we're kind of at the end of November. So beginning of December, be on the lookout because I got a whole stack of things I'd love to show off, but I'm not quite ready yet. We got a couple more days. So be on the lookout for that. My holiday shopping guide.
Yeah, that was incredible. That all those websites, bro. I did not know freaking like 80% of those websites, and I thought I was pretty well versed in the comic buying world. That was awesome. So you gave out some real game there.
Here's the thing: I only did that because my wish list for books that I need in my back issues, it's dwindling down a little bit. I've scoured all of these places to find exactly what I need. So now I can,
share the wealth.
Yeah, now I can share. I've kind of I've gone through the
pick
long
through the
bins.
fine crop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but thank you. Yeah, so I did a lot of work on those. Those are the resources I've been using for years and years now. It's not all encompassing, but I do think those are the best places to get a lot of cool things, including holiday deals. So Black Friday right around the corner. Check that out. Most importantly, though, my year-end video, I got maybe this much editing to do, maybe this much here. So the best comics of 2025 should be dropping within a matter of days. So
it's on, bitch.
Sub up to 9-panel grid. You hit that bell for notifications here. Be the first to make sure that that when it drops here. Will I drop a little bit of a reminder or maybe like a little shout out on the Patreon? Maybe. So, if you wanna mosey on over to patreon.com/insights, you might be one of the first people to know when that puppy's gonna go live. So keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah. Before we get out of here, man, what's one thing you're thankful for this year?
Shoot, I can only pick one thing. There's a lot of things I could be thankful
for. Pick a lot of things, man. Pick a lot of things.
Shoot. I mean, first and foremost, the friends, right? The friendships I've developed here with this hobby, because reading comics is all well and good. But man, I got to tell you, talking about these comics, particularly with you every single Wednesday, that's where the magic really happens, man. That's where I get the most enjoyment out of these books here. Is really like, sometimes we're glowing up these books, man, and we're telling each other how much we loved them. Sometimes we're shitting on them. I gotta say, sometimes it's equal amounts of fun both ways, though. So all of the great conversations that we have, not only with you, but with everyone in the chat here, it's a fantastic experience, man. That's what comic books are all about. So first and foremost, that's the most.
I got a second that. I'm so grateful for this community and everybody we've attracted, and this little unit we've built for ourselves. I think it's awesome seeing a lot of these same familiar faces in the chat every week. It's truly nice to have a getaway to talk about these books we love, just hang out with each other and forget about life for an hour and a half. You know what I mean? It's good to have these areas where we can just be ourselves and not have to worry about all the stresses of the world. But
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, man. I love all of y'all guys. I hope you guys have a great holiday, great Thanksgiving. I hope you eat something good, do something you love, and spend it around somebody you love. So until next week, man, we'll see y'all. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Station. Get out of here.